There's something jello-like, deeply sinister about the movement of this bouncy house. Hi there. Welcome. Let's just slowly zoom on out and, we'll not think about it again. Welcome back to the city of Menzoberranzan. It has been too long. Exceedingly long. Just like the city of Menzoberranzan, you see, because it's in this... Yeah, you get it. So I need to refresh my memory here. I know we had expanded down onto the beach just a little bit. We gave them some very precarious... I don't even know how they're meant to get to those boats exactly, but... recreational activities all around. We, finally got our money back going the right way as well. There's our hot air balloon pavilion. The balloon is, off and away, adventuring. We had connected up these railroad stations. We have the cargo export station and a passenger rail line to get people into the beachy area, which is growing up quite rapidly, getting some high rises already at the shoreline. Our main city as well is still doing its very, very best. There's that hot air balloon that has brought me so much joy. Thank you, whoever added this to the game. You've brought me so much joy. Our nature reserve is still doing well. Looks like the water line has gone down a bit again, but it might just fluctuate. I'm not sure. I could be seeing things. I just thought these docks were a little bit closer in, but maybe I placed them after we had done some work on the canal or whatever, so it was still offset. Not really important. Here's our haunted campground area near the cemetery, which is so lovely with all of those trees. We need to keep adding touches like that elsewhere as well, especially in the city, as we have the opportunity to do so. Just refreshing my memory here, pardon all the extreme camera angles. Yes. There's what I need to refresh my memory on. The dear old forest of nonsense, trying to rebuild again. Goodness. We have had such ill fate with this area, despite the fact that there are 2 fire headquarters and multiple lookout towers and a helicopter depot right nearby. I'm sorry, forest of nonsense. I wanted a better life for you. But it's just... Hello, all. Oh, I'm seeing the question in the chat now. Dear friend, I must ask, how is my forest? It's fine. Wait a minute, hold on. Close your eyes. If you're just tuning in now, the forest of nonsense is perfectly intact. It's great. It's gonna be, No, I'm lying to you. I'm so sorry. Darn those arsonist teens! That's the problem, yes. Where's a good, camp slasher to thin out the herd of teens when you need one? We're not gonna have any forest left by the end of this all. Plus, I hear that they're promiscuous. We can't tolerate that. Not around these parts. No promiscuity here. Alright, so I am not sure exactly where we need to start expanding into next. I have, satisfied the majority of my personal curiosities, for whatever that's worth to you. I don't care. It's like someone telling you about their dreams. Oh, that's interesting. Thank you. It's almost as if nothing happened. No, that's rude. Listen to people's dreams. It's important to them. can also learn secrets. Alright, so, jumping into the view area. How do you get there? There we go. Electricity is okay. Water's getting there. We're going to need to expand soon in multiple ways. Crime rate is low. We do have a little bit of a, in our low crime rate, a detention problem. Can I just release everyone? Where's the button to release them? These arsonist teens, I'm sure, have learned their lesson. It's high past time for some leniency. But do, like, scratch one of them. Just, like, I don't know, gouge an ankle. That jail availability now is becoming an issue. I don't know what happens when your police stations become full. So there's two ways to solve that. You can obviously add more police stations, which may be necessary regardless. Let's check. Not rolling in money yet. We're getting back up there. Slowly. So if we needed another police station, which we really don't, like our coverage is fine for now, but we could put one, say, over here by the hospital. That would give us an extra, I want to say 20 jail slots. 15, something like that. Put us back into the yellow at least. However, there is also an actual prison for $120,000. So we'd need to get a loan or something for it, this rate. But if we absolutely needed to go further than a slap on the wrist for these arsonist teens, we could put a nice jail right here near the railroad station where they could hop a freight train at any moment. Just escape right onto the freight line and get, states away. Jurisdictions away in mere moments. It'd be great. Have you considered not burning my forest to the ground? I've considered it, and every time, frankly, there have been other concerns, and the forest just needed to make a sacrifice. Are you unwilling to sacrifice for your city? Is that what I'm hearing in the chat? Oh, I'm just trying to push it back now. No, I'm not the one at fault. Clearly you are. We have our first, ouchie sitch in the new lumber zone, it seems. I hope that doesn't spread. I hope that doesn't just spread into a big ouchie sitch. But it's gonna. Yeah, it's gonna. So this is really my life now. I've created a small city of some renown in a big strip, and I watch it burn every day. Every day my emotions, like the forest, to cinders. How did it jump across the road diagonally that way? Seems like a weird way to spread. I think they're getting it under control, though, so far. Having now said that, it's out of control. Yep. Shouldn't have said that. Oh, this fire's burning out of control now. New plan. We abandon the lumber industry. It's my only guess at this point as to how we can get around these issues. We turn everything into a bouncy castle tourism zone. We add a lot of frozen yogurt shops, and we just abandon lumber entirely. Who's in? This is getting a little bit old, what with the entire place burning down every session. There must be something I can do. Some sprinklers I can add. Here comes the air assistance. I don't think it's going to be enough. Something tells me we're going to need more air assistance. Pathetic. No, I'm deeply grateful. Thank you. Ham. Thank you for your load of water, but it was not enough, as suspected. So yes, we do have a fire headquarters right there, a fire station right there. They should be able to handle this. It's just... ouch. Ah yes, this isn't another fire in Mary's Forest, luckily. I would never stand for such a thing. That would be, oh, philosophically repugnant. No, this is a brand new fire. So, anyway, I don't think there's much we can do. It has fire stations. It's just gonna keep burning. What a shame. We're slowly getting some more money here, so let's see what we can expand into next. I know we've been making a residential area out here. We may need to continue that down along towards the roundabout a ways. We can also probably add one more block of it on the other side. Switch into some roads. That's the one I want. That's it there. Thank you. Is that indeed the one that I want? Oh, calm down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. I need one more. I always think it's one off of the guideline. I don't know why. Sometimes it seems to be directly on the guideline, and sometimes it's one off. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. When in doubt, trust the guideline. You fallible human, you. Okay, just a couple more of these. We can probably break that even. It's in sort of a weird spot. I don't think we're ever going to expand that way, though that is a really nice little stretch of beach there with that overlooking cliff. But I don't think we need that land. We're probably going this way. Towards the highway and agricultural zone. Agriculture may not burn down quite so easily. I'm sure there would be occasional fires, but... no, it's still going. Good. Good. I'm just gonna hope that it doesn't cross the road at any point. Big concern. It's also weird because it's like they put out all of the fires in actual, let me show you, zoned areas here. Those they can put out pretty easily, but because this isn't zoned and there were trees in it, they continued to burn and nobody puts out just burning fires in the middle of nowhere, which seems to be an oversight in our fire code, in my opinion. So if we zoned, all of this out, at least anywhere that there already is any blocks, that there already are industry, made sure that there aren't any blank spaces with trees like this that can continue to burn with no end, because those will then catch the other industry zones on fire. So that's the one small plan to shore up our lumber zone, but back to here for now. Alright, we've been doing high density out here to pretty great effect. I am going to just force it to do big houses, though. And I do want to leave a buffer here on the road, just in case this starts to be more commercial zoning out here. I know this is a quiet sort of educational district, so we were able to put the apartments right up against the road, even though there will be some street traffic. Or some street noise, rather. Some traffic for your ears. So we should still be able to get away with it there, but if we put any houses like here, say, we'll probably want to do an office buffer zone instead. No houses there, thank you. I know our goal for a long time here, in order to get these crematoriums, which are in place, if memory serves, has just been to get to 17,000 population, which you see we're hovering near. Heading down towards, really. So I don't know what the next milestone was. Let's check. 22,000, a grand city, which unlocks the solar power plant. Awesome. So, another, 5,000 population or so, and we should be there. Can I deal in fire? Now that would prohibit a lot of problems. If I was just exporting actual flames, I wouldn't have to worry about my other exports catching ablaze. And I see we have a redemption. We have a redemption of mystical musical madness. My exports are catching ablaze. Oh, what an outright and crying shame. No, that's not the song. What would you like to hear on this morning of ours that doesn't scratch and scratch at the drums like that last performance? You're in the mood for something peppy, something poppy? Should I get my nipple tassels out, or are we going operatic with it? Hoping that will bring the population back at least to level out. I don't know why so many people seem to be moving away. It may be the imminent risk of burning alive. I'm not sure. Huh. Google says that Singapore is the cremation capital of the world. That is fascinating to me. I don't know why I didn't expect it to be Singapore, but here we are. I don't know who I expected it to be. Maybe some distant island nation with a volcano. But that is absolutely fascinating. Ooh, yes, please. Okay, so we're doing an operatic peppy pop with nipple tassels. Got it. All of the above. That's not operatic, that's burlesque. Well, you have a good point. I don't know why there's this weird sort of park area in the back of this. It's lovely. I do enjoy it. It seems to have, like... It must still be a 4 square, like, high density thing. It's just strange when it does that. I can't guarantee it still has the biggest population boost. Because that doesn't technically seem to be part of the building, but I'm sure that it is. I'm sure that I'm just worried for nothing. Moulin Rouge, but higher pitch. Let me see. What do I remember from Moulin Rouge? Don't leave me this way. Oh, I can't survive without your sweet love. Oh, baby, don't leave me this way. That's it. That's what I remember from Moulin Rouge. I hope you enjoyed it. I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. The only way of loving me, baby, is to pay a lovely fee. Just one night, just one night. No, there's no way, 'cause you can't pay in the name of love. One night in the name of love. You crazy fool. I won't give in to you. No. And then it goes into the, I can't survive without your sweet love. Oh, baby, don't leave me this way. Now we nailed it. We got there in the end. In the very, very end. Thanks, Ewan. Appreciate ya. Alright, so this is filling out. Sorry for the flyby there. Let me make this into a little commercial zonage. As we all decompress from the mystical musical madness. Ugh. Hideously done. And thank you for the redemption. I do appreciate the delicious channel points. Delicious Sewell pieces. Eat your Sewell porridge. No, we've gone too far. I'm sorry. Reverse card. Anyone have access to an Uno set? We need a quick reverse card here, if it's not too much trouble. Alright, what should that be? I wonder if there's anything I can fit in exactly 4 slots. I kind of don't think that there is. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Do this one here. Wait for it to go in. Hello, and good morning. Yes, they made me. They made me sing Moulin Rouge. I didn't secretly really want to. Ouch, my arm bones. Stop it with the twisting. There it is. Let's put another one in here. And just to give it a little bit of quiet near the Zen Gardens. I know I'm putting all my commercial zoning right there. A nice office building. There we go. Alright, so that'll give them a little bit more shoppage. That's currently their... oh, what's the word? Largest demand bar? I kept wanting to say highest demand bar, but that's not really the angle we're at here, unless I turn. My chiropractor suggests I not do this. So we have a little commercial zone. What else are we missing out here? Let me check education. Slowly climbing back up towards around 100,000, which is where we need to be. I know jails are still a concern. I didn't put in anything extra. We got distracted. I got distracted. I'm not sure why I tried to blame you there. Probably going to need another elementary school out here as well. So I need 120,000 for that jail. I really don't want to have a jail here either. That's unfortunate for me, but curse these arsonist teens is all. Let's take a global credit loan. Should put us above 120,000. And back here. So the other question is, do I have any of these police headquarters? I have one there. Does that... let me check the actual numbers. Because it may be that the smaller police stations only provide like 20. These provide 60. Okay. So where is a smaller station? Don't have one in Beach City. How about here? Once again, I apologize for the zoomies. So yes, it's 20 versus 60 versus... I don't know. It says what the van capacity is. That's not necessarily what I'm needing. And that's my the jail's capacity I'm seeing up there is my number of police stations combined. So it's like I don't know how many actual capacity slots a jail has. This is going to need water and power. I'm assuming people don't want it, you know, right smack dab in the middle of things. But you should also, if you're going to lock human beings away like they're old geodes, you should have to confront that harsh reality every day as you wake up and look out your window. So I don't know, maybe we should put it right in the window here. Right in the roundabout. Look at what you've done. Look at how many arsonist teens your negligent parenting has created. You were so full of yourselves, weren't you? Sorry. I think so. I'm having some flashbacks there. Ahem. Let's put it here across from the industrial railroad station. So you do, if you're railroading into town, you do have to confront some harsh realities, and that also puts them close-ish to the boxcars for escape. It'll be fine. Close-ish to the boxcars. All right, let's make sure they have water and power. That's going to be important for the survival. Gonna put all this on one line here while I'm after it. Probably should have snaked that around a bit, but there you go. And power. Should be able to just run it across here. For now. Okay. Now we should be able to see how many... 500 is what a jail can hold. Hopefully we won't have 500 arsonist teens for quite a while yet. But if absolutely necessary to keep the peace, we now have a jail. Otherwise, we'll delete it later. This is becoming a little bit of a heavy trafficked road. I'm wondering if there's any way to have a better situation, especially this corner here is not ideal. So obviously the station itself needs to be on a straight bit of road. I can't break that, but I could try to curve this a little less wonkily. That's why. I'm like, why aren't my buttons working? I'm still in info view mode, and it took me a long time to figure that out. As I'm sure you noticed. Alright, I would love to just get rid of a bit of that. I think I can fool it here. Let me try fooling it. I don't want to run the risk of getting rid of any of that. I'm hoping that's okay. Let me just try that for now. We'll delete it. Alright, switching to curved. And I'm also not sure if I should make this maybe a 4-lane while I'm at it. I guess it'll have to... Maybe it shouldn't be a 4-lane. That's going to complicate things. Never mind. Curved is fine. I'll go about halfway, I guess. Just to make it a little less angled at the very least. I wish I could widen it a bit. Let me see now that it's in place. Using the upgrade feature, how much can we get away with? Not any of that. Fair enough. So we could have it funnel into a 4-lane situation, but I don't think that would really give us much help. Let's just see if that evens it out a little bit, because I know those harsh angles do slow down traffic. At least in the slightest. At least visually. That looks nice now. This is another one that's a little strange. I should probably halfway that one, too. It's those darn straightaways for the railroads that it's hard to contend with. This is all looking pretty good, though. Not seeing any intersections created by my most recent roads, except for that one. Alright, seeing that we have a small trash issue, unpausing it here. I think they're fine just waiting on a pickup. But at some point we'll probably need another recycling center out here. Yeah, it's getting down to be near the yellow. So when we next have $16,000, I just spent all of that loan money on the jail, so we need to wait around for a bit. Let me go ahead and switch it back up to full speed. We'll watch for fires and issues. Oh goodness, I'm seeing some fires and issues. Alright, not doing too bad here. I love that little nature reserve, our waterfall and all. It's such a steep waterfall, I actually wish it was a little gentler of an incline because it's just more visible that way. Like you can see it really well at the bottom where it's sloping, but where it's kind of cascading directly down in the shadows there, it's a little invisible. But that's fine. Oh, I'm seeing the suggestion in the chat, though. Now that I've smoothed out that corner, more corners mean more accidents, which means less arsonist teens. Something to think about. Imagine being that guy in the truck. Where did the road go? It was just here. And I felt like for a moment I was being frozen against my will. No, you were imagining things. Alright. Let's see if we can expand just a touch more. Let's try one more of those. There you go. Oh, I do want that one to connect there, but it's not going to let me. Okay. I wanted to correct the grid offset that this created, but I wanted to let it carry through across the road there and then correct it here, so it's not going to work that way. And that's fine. We'll just do it there. Alright, so I can probably fill out this little corner and then any of the rest of this forest I need, but I probably want to be a little bit careful about building this many houses so deep into a forest unless we're planning on cutting it down to size a bit. So I'm going to be a little bit careful over here before we get any deeper, but I think this corner should be just fine. We can keep putting houses there as needed. We still haven't really evened out. Our population is rising and then falling now, instead of just falling. But a couple more blocks worth of apartments would sure help when we're ready for our next push. I think I want to get a little bit more money in the bank before then. So, at the moment, I'm trying to think of any project that we can take a while to, like, consider and plan out that will let our money grow for us. Because we can't really afford anything right now. And we need to pay back that loan. However, our jail situation seems to be hugely improved. If that's the way of saying it. It's also much, much worse. You know, morally, but yeah, it's fine. We'll get there. We still need some more education. I know we were working on an extra library district over here that has some stuff, but we probably want to put another elementary school in at the very least. Maybe another high school over here, especially once this kind of starts connecting more. Like I'm thinking eventually this road might go over the railroad and meet up over here. And so there'll be more opportunities for everyone to go get their education in a variety of ways. That was a terrible sentence. We're just going to back out of that slowly. This is why I'm not actually a city planner. Can you imagine? Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming to this city planning meeting. We're going to expand in a variety of ways, and well, our plans are threefold. There's synergy and a business acumen is going to really co-logistics and... I actually fell asleep halfway through the middle of that. Halfway through the very middle of it. That's two layers of the middle. I've officially lost my mind. Pardon me. Looking for cheap opportunities here. You know me, buzzing around the city looking for cheap opportunities. And not finding any. What a shame. One thing that is fairly cheap to do is just a little bit of beautification landscaping around the waterfall here. I want to take some of these flowery trees that I like so much. I've become such a fan of. Intersperse them here amongst the cover trees we've already placed. Especially in areas like the top of this waterfall that are sort of highlightable here. I really wish I could put one right there, and I'm not sure why it's not being allowed. It's probably the rock. I'm forgetting there's like a stretched rock structure underneath this. I also don't want to put them in the water, because that will kill the trees. It's very stretchy around here. Oh, it's like a Barbara Streisand aerobics video. It's very stretchy. Did you guys not see those? No, just me? Oh, that's weird. I thought everyone had the VHSs. Barbara Streisand's Aerobics Wonderland. I'm halfway to 666 followers? That is amazing. And thank you. I cannot wait to get to 666 followers. And then stop. That's it for me. Okay, I don't even know if this is going to look presentable from a distance. We'll see. It just sort of looks like fake. on such a steep angle. It looks like weird cotton candy plants I've placed there, but I'll give it a second. I'll give it a second to dissolve through the old gray matter there. It looks like a mistake. I do love these trees, though. Never enough. Never enough. Lovely trees here. Never enough. Okay, I'm seeing the question in the chat now. Are you actually a city planner? Or are you just the head of the board of shenanigans and malarkey? Yes, that's much more likely my position. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the meeting of shenanigans and malarkey. Hi, Shannon, specifically. Good to see you here. Shenanigans and malarkey. Welcome. I love this little row of European single apartments over the lake here. It looks like something out of a, I don't know, Big Hero 6 shot. Baymax, is that you? I didn't know I was going to need you to deploy so much Kleenex. I thought it would be rather more analgesics and things, but nope, it's mostly just the tears for me. Thanks, Baymax. There's a couple of ways we could try connecting things, which would also be quite cheap here. Let me make a few weird choices. I'm going to take this all the way out from here. And back. I'm going to make this an industrial road. Alright. Let's try this. I want to make use of this grid, like, weirdly inside of the other one, so that they offset each other. Let's continue to use decorative tree roads on this side. Alright, that's fine. And this should be connected up now. Awesome. So now it's just this one that needs to be like one deeper, strangely. It's right about here. I think we'll do it. Okay, let me get rid of this. I want these to meet. I would love for both of them to be freeform, but you can't really meet a freeform road. You can meet a curved. You know, like that, but it's a little bit weirder to do freeform, but I don't want it to be curved. I just want it to be, like, straight out from there. Maybe I can do this. I think this will work. Oh, we're figuring it out. Slowly. Alright, tiny straightaway. Tiny straightaway. That's effectively what I want. Yeah, that'll work. It's not perfect, but it's effectively what I want. Okay, so that is connected. We have a little bit more room to expand here, but I won't use it just yet. This is separated from the industrial zone. Hopefully we can noise buffer it if we have to, but then they do have plenty of room to go in here. So I'm trying to think, are they going to choose this road to export anything? Because I don't want industrial traffic coming this way. But I don't think they would choose to do that. It would be much, much more efficient to go main road or our slip road. So I'm going to leave it for now. We'll see what happens. Okay, there was another one I wanted to make if we have enough money. See what just a long stretch is going to cost us here. Let's do it straight. That is also not a very good good angle, now that I'm seeing it. Sort of curved. I don't know why I did that. This one looks fine, but then this one curves inward. Huh. I'll try to correct it. It's going to be tricky. Let me work off of another road here. That will be straight. And we'll connect that up later. This is where we need it to be in order to line up with the border here. So it costs, let's say, $5,000, $6,000 to get to where I need it to be. We could go for it. That's a lot of road that we're not going to make use of for a long time. I'm not going to go for it. There's much better uses of the 5,000. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm seeing you're leaving now. Got to go. But hopefully we will catch you again soon. I'm seeing the questions there. You're thinking you should start streaming? I can confirm that for you. Yes, you should start streaming. And do people actually watch these things? Yeah. There's a lovely group of people watching these things right now. Hey, guys. Love you. Don't mean to get weird about it, but... And the best part is, even if no one's watching at all, if you have 0 viewers, you're still playing games. It's still my favorite part of really any day. So I would say yes on all counts. Have you the capacity? Aye. Should you? Aye. The thing is, I suck at games. Well, that can also be hilariously fun to watch, and not like in a making fun of you way at all, but like in a genuinely, it's a joy. Some games are meant to be played by people who are not really expert gamers. Like Limbo is a great example of that. The deaths and the learning by dying are part of the fun. And once someone has memorized all of that, like if you watch me play Limbo, it's half the fun, because there you miss all of the moments of learning and creativity and trap making that the developers have... Developers? Did I say that right? have put in there. And so being able to watch someone who, quote-unquote, sucks at games playing through it is actually the genuine joy of it, and a true pleasure. And most often people who think that they suck at games choose to never stream, and so we don't get to see that, and it sucks. And so I absolutely understand that there is the actual, sucking at games and having to be live while doing that, which is not fun. I've been there. Oh goodness, I'm probably there right now. But I have found, in my personal experience, and I'm not sure why I'm going on a whole Mr. Rogers, let's sit down and have a conversation here, but in my personal experience, everyone has been absolutely lovely when I have sucked at games. Barring the occasional troll, but yeah. So we are still letting our money build up here. I'm sorry this is such a weird session. I'm trying to get my bearings and sort of plan for the future while regrowing our forests. I saw a death pop up there, but it looks like they got to it. I have not been checking the crematorium situation. Let's run over there. That would be medical. Alright, so here's where I put one. And I thought there was another. Possibly here, yeah. So cemetery usage is at 27%. That must be just this one cemetery we still have going. I think that one's empty, and this one's emptying. So it must just be this one that's 27% full, and we can get that one emptying too. I guess there's one here, two here, that are no longer emptying. Huh. I can't remember what the plan was there. I don't remember if we were going to swap the cemeteries out completely for crematoriums, or if we were going to keep like 2 of them. Now we have 4 of them, and I'm not sure why. Though that's that's really disrespectful of me. You've probably seen what I've done. In my mind, I've been counting the landfill as a cemetery. That's not the case. That's not where you put your grandma. So we just have 3 then, and one of them is emptying. Okay, it's just emptied, in fact. So yeah, I must have just emptied this one that was full and then set it to go again after they had quickly taken them all to the crematorium, which is so macabre to consider. Like, in the hush of night, a whole army of hearses just digging people up and burning them. And it all happened in like 3 hours. It's really strange. Anyway, as I was saying, what a weird session this has been. We've done effectively nothing but add a jail and $60,000 worth of debt. So, talk about sucking at games. Oh, there is lovely discussion happening in the chat of companionship and loneliness and fighting it off. And I am wildly proud of you all. Why have you parked your recreational vehicle here, sir? Are these all just people who are, like, going to the park? I wouldn't think, since there are no buildings here, I wouldn't think people would park here, but they must all need a place to park to get to the carousel, I assume. That's sort of silly of me. They have parking lots that actually, like, fix this issue, but only through mods on PC. I don't think there's actually any, like, vanilla parking lot option that works. You know, obviously there are things that have parking lots like this. You can visually create yourself a parking lot with some finagling, but there's nothing that actually, like, takes these cars off the streets, unless it's a mod. To my knowledge, at least. Maybe there's some new DLC that fixes that. I still need to pick up a couple of those, too. There's, like, Campus and Sunset Harbor. Campus DLC is actually really attractive to me, because right now we have this sort of system of educational districts, like a library, high school, I forget what that one is, modern arts or something. And you could actually paint this like, say, Promenade Park or whatever. Or the Lake Consternation Reserve. You could paint a campus district the same way, and it would have special buildings that unlock and get up to 5 stars, and so the campus DLC is sounding really fun. And then Sunset Harbor DLC activates that whole fishing industry. Now that we're out at the ocean itself here, that might be fun. Okay, so final steps. Let's check if we can afford another area. We have this whole swath here in a line. We have the ability to buy 2 more. I'm wondering if we should finally take them up on, say, these 2. Let's see, that would be 8,500. I'm not sure if they're all just set costs or if they will increase again after I purchase one. So I could probably afford 1, but I might not be able to afford both. Let's continue working off of the highway here. I'm just going to grab this. And that did increase in price. It's 10,000 now. We have that loan to pay off too. This is a little bit risky. Here we go. A little bit risky. However, this will put us in a good position for the foreseeable future. It'll be not until maybe 22,000 that we unlock another slot and could get that. And then that might be about the limit of our city building capacity here. 6 areas seems pretty good to me. So now we can work off of the highway and we can get to all of this rich agricultural land here. We can start building an agriculture industry that hopefully will put all of its exports right back onto the highway interchange, and none of it will interfere, though eventually we will want to put a river across... not a river, a bridge across the river. We can put a river in too. I mean, we'll see what happens. So this will give us a ton of fun opportunities next time, because I was having a little bit of trouble seeking out the opportunities here. Obviously, there are still massive improvements and empty areas we need to fill in, but I'm starting to need a little more room for my imagination there. Hopefully this will also give us a backup for when our lumber zones are actively on fire. An agriculture industry will keep things humming along a bit. I also really like the idea of making use of this. Like there's some... You see the lighter grass here is also rich farmland. So it'd be kind of nice to have like a rail zone with a couple of farms that, in a way, sort of meets up with the across the river agriculture industry. Not sure how that's thematically possible, but we'll get there. I would like to even... Maybe once we have this square unlocked as well, we could run the railroad like along this side of the highway out to here so that people could bring their goods either to the highway or take it across the highway to the rail zone, and then it would all meet up. There might be a way to bring the railroad through the main town, like along this side of it too. So we'll have a lot of possibilities there. The other thing I need to put in once we have significant money, too, if we can get back up to like 300,000 or so, I really want to put in a metro station, like an underground subway, that would run from, say, here, Witching Pines roundabout area, all the way down to the beach roundabout area. Try to put in like some hotels and another leisure industry there. So we have a ton of things to do, and more room than ever to do it. We're slowly crawling back up to be able to pay back that loan, etc., etc. Thank you for bearing with me on a very scattershot, scatterbrained, and Moulin Rouge session. It has been an absolute pleasure. And if anyone out there is on the fence about giving streaming a go, please try it. Have a little fun in your day, even if it's just for you. It is an absolute pleasure to see you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you all, specifically. Oh, hello and welcome. Yes, I'm sorry, I'm running out the door on you. This is City Skylines, very briefly. I will get back into cinematic camera mode here so you can see what humanity has wrought upon the natural order of the land. Sickening, isn't it? Absolutely sickening, but profitable. Super profitable so far. I love you all. Hang in there. I hope to see you again. Perhaps tomorrow, but the weekend at the very least. Wavy bye, and smoochies.